In front of my very eyes.
No, yeah, but
Doing the Lord's work. is what I'm
I've seen
doing.
this too, where like YouTubers will show up at each other's house like a dumb bitch. Like, oh, I figured out where you live, so I'm here. It's like, dude,
They just show up and they're like recording
if you
themselves
show
too?
up, I gotta be honest. If someone shows up at my house, I'm assuming that they are either there for a reason or they're there to hurt me. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Like they're like, hey, I figured.
That'll look
trying
good.
to break the game.
Yeah, the game's looking good.
They're trying to
Oh, they're up there too. That's alright.
Look, I'm gonna give it credit. I like playing as her so far. I think it's more fun than I've had on the game in a while, personally. But
I like her combat.
didn't play it for a while, but
Alright.
I was gonna say though, you know, like if
Well, speaking of Jake Paul, that's what he did to Post Malone.
yes, I know, and I was not okay with that. But I'm picking my words carefully here. You know, if you show up, especially in some states, you're showing up at somebody's house, you're on their property, you're yelling things at them. It's not a big surprise if you get shot. Like, I'm being serious. I'm not making a joke.
Depending on what state you're in, it could absolutely happen.
Especially Texas, dude.
Texas,
like the Castle Doctrine.
They're not playing around, dude. Joe Rogan lives there now. It's a real problem.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
A lot of alpha energy down there now.
Absolutely. There's a crate up there. You should get it straight up there. You should, if you're actually like an Avenger or whatever. It's like, if you're not like a pussy.
You don't want to be a puss, dude.
It's over there now. You
Up there?
Yeah, it's
Jeez,
over
dude.
there. Okay, you're gonna fall. I need you to get this crate for me, please.
Check that
there
out,
you
dude.
go. Perfect.
Needed the teleport there.
Get that right there. Thanks.
So much loot for you,
Now I'm
dude.
gonna need you to grab that. Hey, thank you for the fragments.
Oh,
There's more
you owe
fragments
me.
over there, actually.
So many fragments.
Nanites, nice nanites.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that, like, you know, someone shows up outside of your house, you have, like, leeway to blow them away or something.
Yeah.
But my point is, I know that if I had people showing up outside my house, like, I know how to defend myself, and I do have weapons here. Not to sound like a
So
badass.
basically, you're sending a message to your subscribers: don't come to my house.
No, but you know, that kind of stuff is how people get hurt, is what I'm saying. Like, you know, because people know, oh, everybody figured out where I live. Now I have, like, you know, 100 people outside here, and like, it just takes one crazy person to like rush your house or like break your window or to do something bad, and somebody could get hurt. You know, on either side of that.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying about it. I'm not even making a joke. And I want to be clear on that because I don't want to sound like I'm advocating for, like, violence or something either. But I know that, for example, like, if I was here and, like, you know, my mom was here and my girlfriend was here or something like that, and, you know, somebody's banging on the window or something, one, I'm calling the cops.
Well, who's banging on the window? Is it like a couple people that are banging on your window?
Yeah, they took the window out, they laid it down, and they are clapping.
Well, that's just defacing property. That's not cool. That's worse than breaking in or showing up at your house.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That was a poor timing, poor taste interruption.
It's okay. You've got a lot of poor taste. Your breath's bad, too.
It's true.
But I was going to say, though, you know, all of a sudden, everybody's on edge. You're on edge. Your family's on edge. You feel like your family might be in danger, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you're some of those bigger guys, like someone like PewDiePie. He's had his house broken into more than once, I believe.
Well, he was robbed recently, too, wasn't he?
Yeah, and people are like, yeah, good.
Why?
There were people like that, because people are dicks. And so what I'm getting at is you just don't show up at people's house or at their, you know, like, I don't really watch him anymore for reasons I don't want to get into because I'm not like a hardcore drama stirrer, but like Philip DeFranco, you know, someone showed up at his place of work, at their studio they were renting, and like walked right in.
Jeez, man. Like, I guess I'm confused as to why people think that's okay, though.
I think they're mentally ill. I'm being serious.
Yeah, it's very possible. Yeah.
I think it's, you get to a point where you have millions of people following you. Somebody has mental illness, you know? And I'm not making fun of it. I'm being serious. I just think that's what it is.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't think I think it's...
So I'm just making sure they know.
Right, yeah.
You know, because, like, I think that, I'm sure there's people with mental illness that watch our channel. I mean, depression counts as mental illness now, even,
Absolutely.
so at the very least that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think that some people who have mental illness problems don't know where the line is, so they have no line, and no one teaches them.
Yeah.
And it can get people hurt. You know, it really can. And at the very least, it makes you feel not safe at your own house, which no one should feel that way. You know, like, I got my problems with certain people on YouTube and stuff, but at the end of the day, they should be able to go home and feel safe at their house.
Yes.
There was a switch up there, right up top.
Oh, nice, okay. Good.
You know, I mean, like, no matter who this is, you know, they should be able to go home, unplug, live their life.
And not be worried about someone breaking into their house. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree, man. And yeah, it shouldn't be a conversation that needs to be had, but it really is, unfortunately, because
there is no way they're going to hear you in this audio now.
Oh yeah, sorry, too quiet. Quiet, boy. Oh, I can reach the stuff from down here. What am I doing? Terrible. But yeah, man, I think it's a bummer that it needs to be said, but it is important that people realize that you need to give people their space, and that these people, although they feel like your friends, and that is the goal, I think, for a lot of content creators, is to not only make really good content, but connect with people in that way. But there are still boundaries, because I think that's where the I guess confusion may lie for some people. Is you watch this person every day, say they're a streamer or something, you watch them for 2 hours a day, every day, they feel like they're really, like, you're really good friends with these people. So then you show up to your house and you're kind of expecting that reaction. They don't know you. They're just looking at a camera all day. And I think that's where the confusion may come in sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do too. I just think it's frustrating that, like you said, it even needs to be a conversation, because I don't really get it. How you could not understand that to some extent.
Well, it's like we were talking about earlier with the guy who was clogging up the video game hallway. Read the room a little bit, you know? Like, you need to be able to read the room and understand just social situations a little bit, I guess, with that. And like you said, mental illness, that is something where that's, I guess, not always an option per se. You know, it's a little bit more difficult. But for the most part, I feel like it should just be common sense. You don't show up at people's houses.
Private investigator and former Avenger. Oh, wait. They abandoned you before that ever became official, didn't they?
Stalker much? Can he hear us, Jarvis?
Oh, we've got top surveillance on you, Avengers.
Oh, good. That means I can tell you to futz off, intercom guy.
Try not to die before I see you in the flesh, Ms. Bishop.
Dying. I'm too cute to die, baby.
You're right. This Getz guy's a creep. Guess we lost the element of surprise. Nothing but resistance from this point onward.
Oh, I'm counting on it. First we break these scientists out, then we find Getz. Are you all here for me?
So is this one of those doors?
So this is where this game gets a little frustrating to me. I've been in this exact same hallway and seen that same door 4 times, at least, in different missions.
Only 4?
Maybe I'm on the lucky side. You're probably right, dude. But this is nonsense. Give me a different environment.
Yeah, now outside was different, wasn't it?
Kind of, but it was still a snowy tundra, which we've been through a million times.
I agree.
They're just silly.
Look, I'm not trying to give this game more credit than it deserves. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of credit. I do think that she's fun to play as.
Yeah.
That's something that the game gets right. But I agree. As soon as this door opened and we were here again, I was kind of like, why?
We've been here before. A couple of times.
Why are we here? Yeah, I agree.
And I never go to the same place twice, no matter what it is, anywhere in life. I've never been to the same place twice.
You sit in a different spot every time.
Every time,
When
dude.
we run out of spots in a room, we have to move you.
Dude, I've never been to your house twice. We always go to a different house.
That's
for
true.
recording.
We rent houses.
Every time, dude.
Oh, I was like, why is that taking forever?
Should have played this on the PS5. Dude, we should play this on the PS5.
There's going to be a whole PS5 version. It's no different right now.
Wait, they're coming out with a PS5 version
They
of it?
said they are.
Why? Not a lot of people play the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it going to be a free upgrade, or do you have to pay for it?
That I don't know.
Experimental robotics engineering.
Ooh.
We mainly integrate this strange tech.
Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. It's a spicy meatball. Dude, I was going to ask you. I never did. Are you planning to make another CBR roast article video anytime soon? Or are you taking it easy on your old pal, CBR?
They haven't said anything that I care about. You know, I don't just react to stuff to react to it.
No, of course.
It's only like when it's interesting, and there's a point at which I just noticed like bait, you know, like bait articles almost, where it's like, oh, this is made to piss someone off. When that's the case, a lot of times I don't care, because it's boring.
You only react when you feel like they're being genuine.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So when they have genuinely bad opinions, that's when you're interested.
Yeah.
When it's like provoking bad opinions, it doesn't matter to me.
No,
but if it's like, this is someone that actually believes this, let's make fun of them.
Well, because anyone can do that. Watch this. 10 reasons why Star Wars sucks. All of it. Number 1, lightsaber swords are stupid.
That's a stupid take.
Number 2, what is going on with that guy? Is he returning to his own time?
Wait, where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Why is he so big, too?
Well, that was
Really
weird.
stretched out.
Lightsaber swords are stupid. Big giant teddy bears are dumb. I don't like the misogyny when they put Leia in a bikini. I don't have a sex drive, so I can't like sex.
Wait, why is that reason number 4?
Because that's something that one of these like overly political game reviewers or
I don't have a
comic
sex
book-
drive, so that's number 4.
No, they don't. They don't have a sex drive. They're like hardcore simp. Like I hate that word, but it's true. Where they're just like, oh, woman good, cannot criticize woman, woman perfect. If criticize woman, then bad.
That's heavy cringe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Heavy
what,
cringe.
That's what a lot of this stuff is. So if you just goes that hardcore into it, that I know you're joking or trolling or trying to just incite, and you don't actually think it.
Then it's cringe for you.
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, there's a few times I've kind of gone into stuff I wasn't 100% sure if it was, meant to be cringe or not, but for the most part, I do believe that they have that bad of an opinion when I make fun of them.
Yeah.
You don't make fun of somebody for pretending to be an idiot. You make fun of them for being an idiot. Look, anybody can pretend to be an idiot.
Yeah, it's provoking. It's very,
Yeah.
it's interesting. But a real idiot is someone you can really latch onto for a
Yeah,
long time.
and
just
make fun of.
And suck their teats, if you will, until they're dry.
You can. I guess you can do that, yeah.
Yeah, it's something that you should consider, really. That's interesting. Well, that's good to know. So you're waiting for a real, genuine idiot to show up at CBR.
Kind of. I don't really even think they're idiots. I just think they have bad takes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me know if you're in. I thoroughly enjoyed those videos. I think they're a good time, and they bring up some interesting points. They really do.
I'm not a Hawkeye.
You're a Hawkeye?
Yeah, he said I'm a Hawkeye.
What?
What the heck? Did you hear that?
That's what he said?
Are you not paying attention to this game at all? Have you just toned out?
Yeah, I kind of toned up.
You really don't like it at all? You're not even having a fun time as Kate?
I had a little bit of fun doing my arrow thing. That was kind of fun. But, I mean, it's fine, man. It's not a abomination. but-
Okay. By the way, I agree with you, but here's the problem that I have with this criticism from you. You play a lot of repetitive games, like NBA and all these other things, a lot.
Yes.
All the time. What is it about this being repetitive that you're like, I don't care? Because a lot of times your criticism has been, it's repetitive. And I agree with you. I don't disagree. Mm-hmm. But what is it about those other overly repetitive things that keep you invested compared to this?
So, so for example, let's talk about MLB The Show. Maybe I'm playing the same baseball game over and over again, right? There's not
Oh, dude, it's a cutscene.
No better from Hawkeye's protege.
Actually, that didn't matter. Go ahead and let me know.
Perfect, absolutely. So, with MLB, for example, you could argue it's very repetitive. I'm doing the same challenges. I'm trying to do... So what they do is they have those challenges, but there's rewards for what I'm doing that actually make a difference in the game. And that is meaningful to me. That I enjoy more. Same thing you could argue with 2K. I could play 2K over and over again, have a different basketball experience, have a different game where I have different stats, different crazy things happen, and then, after that, I earn points to make my player better that actually impact the game consistently, and I'm consistently getting better. My person is consistently developing. It's great. I thoroughly enjoy that. This, I don't feel like I'm getting better and better. The thing just adapts over and over again to be the same level as me. So the gameplay doesn't change ever. I don't feel like I'm getting rewarded. I have to pay to get a lot of these really cool skins that are okay for the most part. I just don't find things to be rewarding, and I think that's the thing. I play repetitive games all the time. For example, right now I'm playing Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's a fantastic game. But Lego games, it gets to a point a lot of the times where some of the exploring can be repetitive because you're just doing gold bricks and finding mini kits over and over again. But I think it's rewarding because I'm getting new characters unlocked that I get to play as, and I'm getting new fun aspects of the game that I'm enjoying. This game, for whatever reason, I just don't feel like it's very rewarding, and that's my criticism.
Well, I've also been critical of this game.
Yes.
Very much so. And the one thing I will say in response to that is, while I agree, it does, to me, feel like you are progressing as you get new abilities for your character. After that ends, that to me is where the progression ends. But for example, you weren't even watching this, but you were looking at me when I was upgrading something, and I got a new move that was like, I don't know how to do it. I didn't really read it, to be completely honest,
sure.
because I was trying to speed through. But I got some move that's supposed to drop down a bunch of smoke with an arrow, and then I'm supposed to be able to move around them and like attack them from the side.
Yeah.
And stuff like that can change how you play it.
And Bishop takes king.
But it depends. You know, like for now, we've just been doing the same thing. But as you level up, it does look like there is ways to expand. Jeez, I'm burping, excuse me. Your move roster and how you play and stuff like that too in this. I just think there's a wall where once you just hit, I have to fight the same enemies over and over again for a power boost. That's where I think it falls apart.
That's what, and maybe that's the problem. There is a little bit of an incentive. I don't think it's like like a giant game-changing thing though with those skill points that you get. Plus, with like a sports game, like you were saying, for an example, a new experience could happen in any game where like I win by 10 runs, or I lose by 10 runs, or I hit a walk-off home run, or an NBA, I hit a game-winning shot, or I lose by 30 points. This, it's like, I'm going to go fight the same characters, I'm going to go do the same thing over and over again, and eventually I'll hit this threshold and then I'll be done. That's it. It's grindy. Those games can be fun. I just haven't found it with this game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, Getz, how are you liking the accommodations?
Did you come here just to gloat?
I did.
But, you know, we can cut to the chase if you want. Maria?
Dr. Getz, we're well aware of your position in AIM's organization.
If you're referring to my demotion, it's a jealous vendetta by that Rappaccini harpy.
Ooh, so Monica's not happy with you either, huh? She didn't appreciate your little tachyon disaster, did she?
I never mentioned tachyon.
Oh, come on, dude. The storms, massive radiation spikes. It's your work, isn't it?
Was.
My work was never this unstable. What Rappaccini's doing is reckless, suicidal. Now, get me a lawyer. Duh.
Ooh, yeah, don't think so.
It doesn't really matter, though. I already scanned your, facial structure. A little 3D hard light simulation in your security systems will think my Getz decoy is the real thing.
I can see why Rappaccini was so interested in you. Your skills are impressive.
What do you mean, interested?
She's quite taken with both you and the other Hawkeye. It's a shame you chose the wrong side.
Feeling like I made the right choice from here? You know, outside the prison cell? We're done. Guards.
Don't let them get to you. These guys always try to mess with your head.
Yeah, maybe, but I still need to look into this. If AIM was keeping tabs on Clint, I need to know what they have.
Well, we can help.
You guys made your priorities clear. Clint wasn't on the list. You know what, I get it. The Avengers have a world to save, you can't just drop everything. But I'm not giving up on my friend. I'll be back soon.
Nice shot.
Yeah, well, it's all in the breathing, and a bunch of other steps. I guess I know why you're here. Either I'm in trouble, or...
We owe you an apology. We all made mistakes, and that meant we weren't there for you when you needed us most.
Cap, you were taken prisoner. You've got nothing to apologize for.
Yes, I do. I didn't prepare the team to go on without me. Also, I should have made this official a long time ago. You've proved you're an Avenger, Kate. If you'll have us.
When I was a kid, I dreamed of hearing you say that. I also dreamed of flying a plane made of gumballs.
I'm hoping that's a yes.
I'll give it a shot.